Alright, let's get into it. Why not? What's up, guys? Rarity Games here, as always. Doing a little something different. Gonna bring you a solo video. I'm trying out a new setup. Last camera didn't work out so well. We weren't digging it. I'm not enjoying the setup that we had going on. So sent that packing right back to Amazon. So I want to get into some new stuff though with you guys. My good friend, as I know him, Legacy, my buddy Chris, he helped me out. Not the Chris you guys know. My buddy on PlayStation helped me out to get into the Ghost Recon Break Point beta. So I wanted to talk to you guys about that a little bit. I did get a chance to play it previously. Not sure if I'm allowed to talk about that too much, so I'm going to leave that out of here. But I did get a chance to get into this beta, and wow. The improvements since last time I checked out the game were staggering. This game has great potential. I mean, great. I've been playing it a little bit last night, a little bit today, and it's incredible. Just the way the game works in general, the feel of it reminds me so much of the Division to a whole nother level. Like when I played Wildlands previously, I did not enjoy Wildlands so much. It felt very repetitive. I can't say I played it too much. I'm sure there was more to the game than I got to see myself, but it just felt like it was lacking, and I felt like it deserved more. I felt like there was a great game hidden there under the surface, and that's not what I saw. So, when it comes to Breakpoint, I think they may have figured it out. And I was saying this when I previously played, that I feel like the game is so close to being something perfect. Now, me and Chris mentioned this in one of our podcasts when it came to Ubisoft, that it seems like they've been reiterating games over and over and over again, up until the point that they figure out that magic, and they're so close every time. Well, it feels like they got that magic with Rainbow Six Siege, and it feels like they got that magic with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and millions of people would tend to agree. Now, when it comes to Ghost Recon Breakpoint, not yet released, of course, this is just a beta that I've been playing. This game may have that magic. It's very close. If it doesn't, I'm sure it will by the time of release. It's about a month out from release now. I got a couple more days ahead of me of playing. I'll be sure to update you guys on the next podcast on how I'm feeling about it. This is incredible. The updating, the upgrading your guns, the way everything feels like. They were nice enough to give 10 skill points off the break, so I could immediately get into different builds of my character and the setup of how everything would go. It was awesome. There's so much to choose from. We all know the setup with the drones and, you tagging guys and all that. Well, then now they have EMP, sensor grenades. You can chuck those and check a whole room. You can have a killer drone that you can throw out, and it'll target an enemy while you're targeting an enemy, and you can signal it to kill on demand. There's so many small details. You can be a stealth character, an assault type character, a sniper type character, or a healing type character. There's just so much. There's so much detail. There's so much more to this game than I've seen come from Ubisoft's shooting games that are similar to this. Like the big open world exploration, soldier, ghost type games. Now, The Division, I love The Division 2. People have been praising, but it's very similar to the aspect of, Destiny in a way. It's very grindy and getting into it. Well, I'm sure there's a lot of grinding to this game later in the game, but it doesn't feel like that's necessary right away. It feels like you get a couple good guns, you get a couple good things, there's different difficulty modes, and you get in there, and you get right to work immediately. You can get yourself a nice sniper rifle if you're that type of player, and get a good assault rifle set up, and get at it. Now, like I said, they gave me the skill points, so I was able to acquire a few different abilities and a few different things to build a nice class. I kind of went a little more well-rounded, a little bit in all the directions to try out a little bit of everything. Um, and then they also gave me a lot of scale credits, which is the currency in the game. So I was able to get some awesome attachments right off the rip. Got myself a grenade launcher I can put on any assault rifle I get in the game. It's not just limited to one assault rifle you may find. And there's upgrades for the guns. There's not beyond the attachments. We all know attachments. We get that much. But when it comes to the upgrading, it's awesome. Like, you get to do a damage boost on certain guns, do a recoil reduction on others, and like stabilization, accuracy, yada yada. You get the point. But the way they did it was so streamlined. It just boom, right through, done, simple. Made it easy for you to get right into the fight and enjoy it. And the storyline, somewhat compelling. Not too much of it available for us to check out in the beta, but it is somewhat enticing. I'm interested to see what's going on. And when you're heading into this deserted island, I mean, not deserted, there's people there, but segregated from the rest of the world, where Skell is creating these amazing drones and robots and incredible, like, just beasts of machines to take you on and to save the world is what his original plan was. But we're not quite sure, based off of it being the beta and not being able to get too much into the story yet. We're not quite sure what his intentions truly are at the moment. But for whatever reason, the world's losing connection to this place. He's promising all these amazing security features for the world and yada yada yada, and the world loses connection to this island and haven't heard from Skell in a long time. And so you as a ghost and a few others are going by helicopter to this island and get shot down. And not many survivors there, and you find out right after the wreckage where you start the game. You're out looking for your boys that may have survived, and you find out that they have somewhat of a mercenary group on the island here, and you have no clue why this is all happening. The guy's supposed to be, this awesome dude who's supposed to be helping save the world and yada 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 with his tech, but doesn't seem like that anymore. So, from one thing to another, the story does seem enticing, and you're meeting these different island dudes and yada yada yada. You're going along to help them out and learn more about the island, see if there's a way off the island to go and get some backup, whatever you can do. And that doesn't work out so well. You find a boat, go to try and get off this island, and sure enough, without spoiling too much, that boat gets evaporated, and a bunch of mercenaries come in to try and take you on and take you down. So things are not looking so great for you and the ghosts on this island. Now, when it comes to gameplay itself, awesome in my mind. Now, we know third-person shooter, but when you zoom in, they give you the full capability of going first-person or third-person aiming. Like, that's awesome. Great plus on their part. The abilities, the tech, the passive abilities are awesome. I'm barely even gotten through far in the game, and I'm able to do so many different things and have so many abilities to help me out. Because the beginning of the game, I'm running and my stamina is just disappearing almost instantly, like so fast, and then it wears down even more. So you have less of a stamina bar. So of course I boosted that up, boosted the regeneration up. Only 20 and 10%, I believe, and I'm coasting now. I can run so much faster, and that's just one small example of what's going on with this game. And like the healing concept and all that, like if you get tagged, it's a normal setup when you're getting tagged lightly and you're only getting hit a few times with your armor, you're able to block all that and you go down naturally with health. Then if you get hit fatally, it will wound your body parts. So you better have your boy backing you up, or you better clear the way because you got to bandage yourself up, and that takes time. Now, this is an awesome concept because you get a fatal wound in your leg. You are limping now, my friend. You get a fatal wounds repeatedly. You're not shooting as clean as you were. You are not moving as fast as you were. It's not going to happen. Not until you get those bandages up and get your health back to full. And like the regeneration bar will only fill as much as you are not fatally wounded. For each fatal wound, you lose a bar. So you got 2 fatal wounds. You better hope to God that you can finish off the last couple guys, or you're done. So, and like it's awesome. Like you can only regenerate 1 full bar at that point. So you're gonna. I know it seems like, oh, why would he say that's awesome? You're getting damaged, and that kind of sucks. No, this is awesome. The fact that a game finally implements something like that, where we're able to push through a fight and actually get injured. You're not just the Terminator getting shot repeatedly and over again until you finally die because you've been blown to pieces. Like, no. This goes full-fledged, all balls to the wall. You get shot, you're getting hurt, and it's that simple. Like, you take on an army, sure, it's still Terminator-esque, but you rank up the difficulty, I'm sure you are getting wiped. I'm positive that they are going to take you down quick, boy. Some of these things are nuts. And not to mention, some of the men just crazy, but not to mention the drones. Like, when you're fighting a swarm of drones, it is not an easy task to take them down. This is definitely a game meant to have co-op partners in. You need to have a few friends. You need to have a couple buddies to get in there and take down, like, just legions of robots and the wolves. Oh my god, not to mention the wolves. If you get caught up repeatedly and you're taking out, like, place after place after place, you think, oh, I'm a boss, I'm taking out everybody. Then the wolves show up, which is the main mercenary group here, which the main protagonist is in charge of, who you may know from The Punisher. I believe it's John Barenthal, I want to say his name is, but don't quote me on that. But anyway, he's awesome. The actor's amazing. It brings a lot more life to the game. It makes you want to get into these battles. And now back to the wolves, it gets insane. You start taking people out, and the wolves are coming at you, and you can't handle that. Like, I remember in my previous play of this game, me and my buddy are lighting these guys up, and we're having a blast, and then it says, oh, the wolves are incoming. We're like, all right, cool, then maybe we'll get a challenge. We'll mess these guys up too, ain't no thing. Sure enough, these motherfuckers come in and wipe us. We are backed into a corner. I think we did end up surviving this, but we're back. We were lighting it up, having fun, and then as soon as I got shot a couple times, I'm like, whoa, I've already got like 2 fatal wounds. This is getting crazy. I was like, you need to back me up now. I'm getting in this room. And I started ducking out into a room, hiding in the corner, and he's backing me up. I'm bandaging up. Then we switch places, and then we're both backed into the corner of a room. He's healing, I'm healing, he's healing. We're shooting, I'm shooting, he's healing. Back and forth. It's getting crazy, man. That was nuts. Like, and they just kept pushing into the room hard, and they would let one guy go in and completely get ripped up just so 2 more guys could rush behind him and start shooting. They didn't care. They were using tactics. They learned, like, oh, they're backed into the corner. We need to sacrifice a guy to make sure that we can get a couple shots on them. Like, it's nuts. And that was, I believe that when we were playing that, we were on regular, and the AI was not playing. Like, they were actually coming at us. Long and short of it, the gameplay is incredible. Like, I love it. Being able to switch from third to first person, doing all that, it's awesome. Like, it is crazy, dude. Like, I don't even know how to explain how excited I am for this game. I haven't been excited for a open world shooter since, I think, I'm gonna say, the first Destiny and the first Division. You know, after all that, you go through, you run the bases, and you do your thing. You got it over and over again. It's the same old, same old. Great games, don't get me wrong. Like Borderlands and all that, great games. But this doesn't feel like those, even though it kind of is one. It feels like there's more to it. And the ability to just hop in a helicopter and fly around and go from point A to point B, and like whole new bases, huge island. It's great. And now this isn't a full review, but this is me letting you guys know what to expect from this kind of game. And so far, I'm loving it. Like, if you, I don't know if you guys can, but you can try to sign up. I'm gonna try to get this video out tonight. I believe the beta ends on the 9th. You can try to hit up Ubisoft Club and try to sign up. See if you get a code. See if you can hop in. Check out the beta tomorrow and Monday, I believe, and probably ends midday Monday. Yeah, I mean, check it out, guys. It's awesome. I definitely enjoying the crap out of it. And I'm going to give you guys, bid you farewell on this one. I think that about covers it for this. Definitely looking forward to this game, and I definitely think you guys should check it out. I'll make sure to update you in our next podcast, or possibly if I get the game, I will just do a full-on review of it. Trying out new things here anyway. Wanted to check out my new setup, running my phone, awesome quality on my phone, and running everything through the computer. There's a lot going on here. I'm trying to do some weird stuff to get this running because I want to bring you guys better quality videos and nicer looking stuff. I can't wait for you guys to check all this out. I have a lot coming, a lot of videos coming straight to you. Yeah, stay tuned, like and subscribe as always, and much love. Keep on gaming. Peace out, guys.